So now I'm going to talk about actually training in these arts and how it actually works. The first thing is, and I'll put it to you bluntly, is you get out of it what you put into it. It's up to you. You train hard, you have fun, you learn, and you develop. You put yourself at the, well, for lack of a better term, mercy from a master or grandmaster of these arts, and then they begin to train you. Now, since this is called Bladefiles, I have a blade here. This is actually a Gnunting sword given to me by one of my teachers, Grandmaster Jersen Nene Tortal. And training in these arts is like the making of a sword blade in process. First of all, you start out as a raw piece of steel. There's no form, no shape, no direction to it. Then the steel is taken and the steel is actually put into a forge. So think of that as your training. Think of this as your learning process and your training. And then slowly but surely the master, being the swordsmith, hammers out bad things, the slag, in your training and in your thinking and in your understanding, and begins to develop you into what you are going to become. Later on, as you move forward within the art or within the method. Now, I like to point out that when you train with your masters or your grandmasters, you're going to be subject to a lot of whimsy, a lot of their different moods, and a lot of other things. But at the same time, you're really, as you're being, for lack of a better term, well, for me at least, being beaten about, you are actually getting the context of how these arts work and where they came from, because usually your teachers actually applied these in real life. And they will tell you stories and they will explain things. And it's up to you to listen very closely, because these arts are also relational in context. But as you progress and as you get better, then after the blade has been shaped, then as you keep moving forward, you will polish your technique, just like this blade is all pretty and polished. And eventually you will get the, for lack of a better term, the elements to put everything together within the system that you're learning, and that's like sharpening the blade. And later on, for the finished product, as you train and you spar and you do other things, it's like putting on the guard, putting on the handle, and then finally putting on the sheath, and then you have a finished product. Now, you look at this and you would think, wow, this is daunting, this is difficult. And to a certain extent it is. But in the end, it's up to you to become something like this as you train in these arts. So, this is just something to give you and other practitioners of FMA or other martial arts to think about. So if you like this and other things, I'm going to be talking also a great deal about Filipino martial art history and other things on this channel. So please subscribe, and it's at Bladefiles on YouTube. I'm going to include a link because I'm not going to put this video out on Facebook like I normally would, but I'm just going to put out the link. So if you're interested in these things, please subscribe, and faith, hope, and love, everybody.